Hi everyone, it is the Noodle Man here. Welcome to week 43 of 2021. Let's have a look and see what I found this week. Alright, let's dive into it. And another week dominated by 50-cent coins, as you can see. So we'll start with the international coins, and these New Zealand ones keep coming in. This one's a 1969 20 cents, only 2.5 million of these, so that's just building up the 20-cent collection. And this one I really love. I love all these tribal New Zealand coins. This is a 2002 7 million of these, so this is, I really like this. This is really cool. And as you know, the 10 cents is with the tribal face is probably my favourite, definitely out of the New Zealand coins. Into the 10 cents, 1985, so there's only 2 million of those minted, so that was a cool find. Two of these 2018s, so 3.1 million, definitely worth holding on to, I would say. Same with this one, the 2019 JC, 3.9 million of these guys. Now into the 20 cents, we found one of these Sir Donald Bradman coins from 2001, 10 million of these, so I tend to just hold these if they're in relatively good condition. This one, is okay, borderline I would say. 2001 centenary of Federation, this one's Victoria, not in the best condition, but just because it's low mintage, I hold on to these, only 2.9 million. This one is the 2008, this is the wave gap. So I've had a few of these now, and the wave gap, if I can just find my pen, is just when the this wave here doesn't meet the platypus's head, and it's only slight. I often look at these and go, "Oh, is this one or not?" But you can see there is a small gap there where that wave should continue. The end of the wave should continue through the platypus's head. So that's the 2008 wave gap. Not too sure how many of those error coins were minted, but the regular 2008 is 132.9 million. So that's definitely not rare. 2016 50th anniversary of decimal currency, 4.5 million of these, so definitely worth holding on to if you can find one in good condition. That one's not too bad, it's got a bit of a scuff mark on it. I could probably clean that up. Still got a bit of a shine to it, so that was good. I like finding those ones. Into the 50 cents, this is a 1972, 5.6 million. Now I'm on the fence about collecting these ones. The reason why I have decided to hold on to it is just because of its age. Now, if it was a 2002 coin that was 5.6 million, I probably would put it back, but just because it is from the 70s and they're still floating around, I've decided to hold on to it. Kind of similar to this one, the 1973, although this is a little bit better. This is only a 4 million mintage, so this, fair enough with that one. 4 million is pretty low for a 50-cent coin, especially from the 70s, the early 70s too, so worth holding on to. This is another silver jubilee that we've had in the past. 1972, 25 million, so the 25 million cutely reflects the 25 years anniversary for the Queen. I've just kept it because it's still, it's still in good nick. This one, someone's kept it away somewhere. I just wonder why these, if someone's hidden this away and kept it in such nice condition, how does it end up back in circulation? Like, the only thing I can think of is if it was, if it was the father's collection, the grandfather's passed away, and kids have looked at it and gone, "What's this?" No, I'll just throw it back, and it's not worth anything. And I suppose it probably isn't really worth that much, but For collectors, it's cool to find, I think. For me, it is anyway. Now, this one is the 1981 Royal Wedding Coin. Now, I mixed this up with the 2000 Queen's Visit a few weeks ago, where I said the Queen's Visit coins were minted in London. It's actually this one here. So, just in a bit of a cool fact, these coins, for whatever reason, were minted in London. 2 million of them, so not really rare, but that one was in pretty decent condition, so I decided to keep it. This one, 1997, 4.3 million. Again, I guess you have to use your discretion on these, whether you want to keep it or not. Everyone has their own opinions on mint figures and condition as well, I suppose. I don't know if this one will be worth anything in particular, but I don't see many of them, so at least feel as though I should build a small collection. When it's getting hard to store them away, that's probably when I'll start throwing them back. Centenary Federation. Unfortunately, the ones I find of these are always, I've only found one here or there that's been in really good condition. 2001, so that are 20 years old now, so it's understandable that these ones are a bit rugged, but they're all pretty low mintage. This one's in New South Wales. We found 2 of those this week, 3 million, and found one of the Queensland, so that's 2.3 million. So yeah, definitely worth holding on to. I'm not sure exactly how much they would be worth based on their condition. Maybe I always think about, when I come to collecting, how much is it going to be worth when I'm a grandfather. I'm not looking to sell these coins anytime soon. They're more for my grandchildren. This one is the 2016 50th anniversary of decimal currency. Now this one's 7 million. I found a lot of these in the past, so I tend to put a lot of these back. I only hold on to the ones that are in relatively good condition. This one, it's probably borderline, but we found 2 of those this week. Now, the 2019 IRB, so this is kind of what we touched on last week, now that we have the annual report. So, 240,000 of these that was on the website that we've known from previous reports, and in the latest annual report, it's at 810,000. So this puts this coin at over 1 million. Now it could show up in next year's report as well, so don't hold your breath, but at this point in time, this coin is just over 1 million, which is definitely worth holding on to, because a lot of these that you'll find are in still are in good condition. So definitely worth holding on to. And similar but a little bit better is the 2019 JC. So the mint figure that we did know was 70,000. Add another 810,000, so now we're at 880,000, which is still very low mintage. Definitely worth holding on to. We'll have to wait and see until next year's report to see if these ones get included. But at this point in time, I would be holding on to all the ones of these that you could find. This one, the 2019 International Year of Indigenous Languages. Now this one is disappointing because we had it at 2.1 million. The mint in the annual report, we added 1.62 million, so that brings it up to 3.72 million. So it's still low mintage, but definitely not as good as it was, which is unfortunate. And the trick with this one is, a lot of people look at it this way and then they flip it and they think they've got a rotation error. It's actually this way. So that was that one. Now this one here, the 2021. Now I think this one's a bit of a sleeper. If you can find this one, now I don't find too many of these, so the theory behind this might be accurate, but the only mint figures we have for this one is in this year's report, and we had 1.44 million. So provided that we don't get many more in next year's report, this one, it could be a sleeper. So if you come across this, I would highly suggest storing it away until at least until next year's report. But yeah, that was it for the silver coins this week. Okay, now for the ones and $2, and as you can see, it's a pretty lean week, although we've got some nice colour there in the $2. So for the $1, we'll kick it off with the 2003 Australian Volunteers coin. So, you know, relatively low mintage with this one, 4.1 million. I guess because of its age, I haven't found one in really good condition yet, but still, you know, worth holding on to as long as it's in reasonable condition. I think I actually got 3 of those this week. This one, even lower mintage, is the 2014 Mob of Ruse. This is just over $1 million. So yeah, that was a good find. And I think that's low mintage because in 2014 the mint was spending all their time minting this one here, the 2014 Centenary of Anzac. Now this one is 21.9 million, so definitely not low mintage, but this one's just in good condition, so I'll swap it out. I do have a very small collection of these ones, so I'll swap it out for one of those. Meanwhile, I found one of the 2015s, which is 1.4 million, so much lower mintage. The 2017, 4 of those this week, 1.9 million, and 4 of the 2018s, which is 2 million. So the other one's definitely worth holding on to, the 2014, unless you can find it in really nice condition like that, is probably worth throwing back. This week we got the whole set of these AUS coins from 2019, the 35 years of the Australian $1 coin. As we always say, you can find that by the little A, U or an S right here, and it's actually got another 35 there if you can see it. So yeah, all of those just over 1.5 million mintage. Now the 2019 Great Aussie Coin Hunt, got a couple of these this week. This is probably my favourite of the series, the Royal Flying Doctor Service. And we also got the Vegemite, which is this one here. I think this has been Rebecca's coin of the week in the past. As with this one, I'm pretty sure she's picked once as well, the 2021 Great Aussie Coin Hunt Yabby. So it's still in very good condition. And if we can tell by the mint figures, now the mint figures say that they call these uncirculated 250,000. Yeah, it's very confusing the way they put these, because that's definitely a circulated coin, you know. And then that wasn't included in the annual report. They called them uncirculated. So 250,000. I mean, if you can find them, I think they're definitely worth holding on to. Mind you, 250,000 times 26 coins is quite a lot, but still, you know. Straight into the $2 already. So yeah, I'm struggling with the $1 lately. I'm really struggling. This one's the lowest minted $2 regular coin. It's 1.8 million. So hold on to those ones. This one's interesting. Now I tend to hold on to all these ones. It's a 2012 Remembrance Day coin, 5.8 million, so definitely not low mintage. I don't know why I hold on to them. I think, yeah, I don't know. I just tend to. I like building a big collection of them, I suppose. But this one is interesting because I've noticed a tiny little cud there, just above the flower. And we'll see if we can zoom in so we can check it out. So yeah, just there. Got a slight little cud. So I think you could classify this as an error coin. So those out there that are interested in cuds, we found that one this week. The 2016 50th anniversary of decimal currency, 2.88 million, one of those this week. This one is one that really irritates me. And I think I've said this before. This is a great coin. I really like this coin. But 3.98 million, which, I mean, if this was more around the 2 million mark or less, it'd be a great collector's coin. I think, but I don't know why they try and mint so many of those. I mean, clearly they're doing these coloured coins to be collected. Like, why else would you do it? And then they print so many of them. Why? Like, why can't they all be 500,000 and then all of them would be, well sought after? But I suppose they have their reasons. If you know the reason, please put it in the comments because I really want to know. The 2017, so I call this the sister coin to the Lest We Forget coin. This one's 2.1 million, so more in the ballpark, I would say. And further to the point, this one, the Eternal Flame. Now I have been getting less of these, which is nice to see. But this is a really great coin. But the thing that lets it down is the mintage, 5.4 million. Why did they mint so many? If this was more like the 500,000 or 1 million, it'd be very sought after, and it would just add to why would you mint so many of them? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I guess I'm looking at it from a collector's point of view, but they're collector's coins. Like why? I don't know. Anyway. 2018 Gold Coast Commonwealth Games coin. This is a really nice coin. I just love the colour in this. Really nice colour. 2 million of those. 2 million of these 2019 Wallabies coin, which was one of my favourites as well. Not in the best condition, but still worth holding on to that one. This one, okay, here we go again. The 2019 Repatriation coin. So it was 2.1 million. Now in the last annual report they've added 1.873 million. So this brings this coin up to roughly the same figure as the 2017 Lest We Forget, 3.973 million. I don't know. Very high mintage. It just takes the fun out of it, I think. Okay, so onto these 2020 Tokyo Olympic coins. Again, for some reason in the annual report, the mint puts these down as uncirculated. But then again, Woolworths is circulating them, so I don't know. But 2 million each. So this week we got one of the Courage and one of the Resilience, and we also got 2 of the Paralympics, which I think are my favourites, these Paralympic ones. 2 million of those as well, the Set to Soar. So that was it for the $1 and $2. And now for the top 3 coins of the week. What will they be? And this week, that's the thing with coin. We've had a few lean weeks lately. This one's definitely been a bit of a lean week, and that's just collecting. If you had really great weeks every week, then you wouldn't appreciate them. So you have to have some weeks where you have to really scrape the bottom of the barrel, and I think I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel this week with the top 3 coins. But we'll have a look. Number 3, this 10-cent coin from 1980. Just look at the condition of this. It's not low mintage, 55.6 million, but to find one of these still circulating, and then yes, for some reason someone's kept this away somewhere. Definitely worth taking out of the wild and protecting, I think. It's just it's almost mint, right out of the mint, really. So that was a cool find. Number 3. All right, number 2. You're like, what? Number 2? We've had this coin before, plenty of times. We're really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, calling this one number 2. I actually found 2 of them this week. This one's just in really nice condition. That's why it's come in at number 2. It's almost flawless, and it is a really nice coin. The colours and this, look at the detail on the colour. Like, you have to appreciate that as a collector. Not terribly low mintage, around the 2 million mark, which is pretty standard for these coins. the only complaint I have about these cricket coins is it's, you know, first the bowlers don't get a go. Like, what's the go? It's always a batsman. You know, even the wicket keeper doesn't get a go. But it's just not. I mean, it's a small coin. I know you can't go into too much detail, but it just looks like a stick figure. Same as the Bradman coin. I love cricket. I'd like to see a little bit more detail. But yeah, this one, you know, is in really good condition. I did find another one which is not as in good condition. But yeah, that's it for number 2. And now for the top coin of the week. What's it gonna be? And nothing particularly exciting. Two reasons why this one came in at number 1. One is its condition, very nice condition, and you know, I'm a big fan of these 2021 Great Aussie Coin Hunt coins. But the main reason why this came in at coin of the week is because it's added to the collection. We were missing this A up until now, and now we have it. So we're slowly building the collection. As I've said in the past, with any of these coin collections, I don't go out and buy the sets. I challenge myself to find all these coins in circulation. So I know a lot of people out there have the sets of these, but I'm determined to find it in circulation. So with this one, now we're only missing the B, C, K, L, P, V, and Z. So we're getting very, very close. And this, just the Akira, you know, is really brought out really well in this coin. And believe it or not, if you're hanging out for it and thought that we forgot about it this week, this is Rebecca's coin of the week also. So, you know, no surprise she picked the Great Aussie Coin Hunt coins. And I know I did say that she's banned from picking these coins, but I did feel a little bit mean, so I'll let her keep picking them. But finally, she has picked a coin that I agree with. She's finally picked my coin of the week. It's only taken 18 weeks for her to do so, but we are in alignment for once, and this came in at number 1. So that was it. I got a bit heated there with a few rants. You know, not happy with them at the moment. Maybe I'm just taking out my frustration at not finding that many great coins this week. It's still good though. You know, you still got to get out there and get through all that noodling. Maybe it'll be more luck next week. We've had some good weeks in the past, so what can I say? But you know, thank you for watching. I really appreciate this. To be honest with you, if I was getting no views at all, I would still make these videos. I started making them just to you know, be able to look back one day and look through you know, week by week how I went with my coin noodling. I am a bit of a geek and a nerd like that, but I'm very happy that a lot of you are, you know, coming along and watching on you know, coming along this journey with me. We're getting a few subscribers every week, which is nice, and we're getting some comments come through from some regular watchers, which is really nice. I really appreciate it. And let me know what you think. If you disagree with my top 3, let me know down in the comments.